What's up everyone? Sam and Logan from Backcountry Live. Today we're going to be installing Electron on this dirt bike. And if you don't know what that is, stick around. Welcome back everyone. As we said, we're going to be installing Electron Carburetor on this 2018 YZ250X. Apologize for the fireworks, it's a holiday, so you're going to hear those. Logan, tell us why we're installing this carburetor.
The standard carburetor for a lower elevation than what we ride in and for cooler temperatures than what we're experiencing.
Yeah, so most dirt bikes, when they come here from Japan or wherever, they're jetted for sea level. Well, in Utah, I found out that Utah's like the third highest elevation per the entire United States. So right here where we're at in the valley, we're at 4,700 feet, so almost 5,000 feet. Well, that's 5,000 more than sea level. So the bike at higher elevation, we found out with our last ride, it
was not good. Luckily, we were just cruising. We weren't really ripping, but it bogged everywhere, way too rich. So I'm done with that.
So yeah, so
we're gonna keep
the Lectron, a little bit of background for those who don't know what a Lectron carburetor is, they work a little bit different from a standard carburetor. They have like a metering rod in it. We'll post a link down in the description and you can do a little bit of research on Lectron to their website. We're not gonna go into details, but what it does for us is it basically, the elevation from sea level to 10,000 feet, we don't have any issues with it.
It automatically adjusts.
So we don't have to worry about jetting, which is very nice. And it also makes the bike run really smooth, crisp, linear, almost like a fuel injected bike. So if you're struggling with setting up your two-stroke or even your four-stroke with the jetting that doesn't have a fuel injected system on it, Lectron is the way to go. If you don't want to mess with the carburetor or anything like that, go for it. But if you know your way around the carb, you can also get a carburetor to work really well. You just got to know how to put the right main jets in it and needle as well. This video, we're going to install it. We've never installed it on this bike, so there will be a little bit of trial and error. So we'll get started on that. So the first thing that we need to do is take the seat off and get the rear subframe and get it to pop that way. So we need to take the exhaust off as well. So yeah, we got to take the seat off because I don't think I will be able to take the carburetor off and pull it out and then install the Electron. Typically the Electrons are a little bit bigger. This is also why I do aluminum the side, so I can use magnets stuff too. We probably should need to change your air filter. Or is that how it came? Was it that dark?
I don't know, but we've got an extra, don't we? I'm sure we do.
So I don't really know what I need to take off and what I don't need to tuck off, so I'm just gonna make more work for myself probably in the end. It needs to come all the way off, that's why. But it's just spinning back there.
It should pop off. And it comes out. And then we can replace the filter from right there.
Yeah.
Looks like.
You can just replace the filter right there. I just need to take this exhaust off and then remove these rear subframes, loosen that up, and I think I can disconnect it from the boot.
This.
That's just for the tank, gas tank. Well, that's freaking, is that a bolt? So, all right, let's see. I'll loosen this is the airbox boot, and so I'll loosen it from the carb so I can pop it off there. That way, looks like it's just a standard screwdriver.
Don't loosen it all the way so it doesn't pop off. Loosen that. And these ones down here, you got to take all the way out. I don't know if we'll have to take the top of the shock off or not. And then
heavy.
this just rotates. Oh, scratchy here. This is the carburetor. So yeah, you can see it. We've taken the boot off, loosened this up. There's the carburetor. It's very new and clean. We're gonna pull that off, which I also need to take off the throttle cable. So I'm gonna have to take the gas tank off. I forgot about that. So make sure the gas is turned off when you're going to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the fuel line, fuel hose. Be careful, be gentle with this that you don't rip a hole in your fuel line. There we go. Probably going to be easier to pull it from the top. Jeez. Hannah, break my fingers. All right. And off comes the gas tank. Voila! I also use this time to look, see if there's anything damaged on the bike, cracks, weird things, but this bike has no hours on it, so shouldn't. I also use it to wipe things down if it's super dirty, but it's not even that dirty. So now we have got to take off this throttle cable. I was like, where did it go?
You lost it.
So we'll have to undo the cable, then pull it off. Now I'm gonna pull the carburetor out. So now that we've got this off, tanks off, so I can see where everything's routed. Like I said, when you're loosening these, right now, we are loosening this right here so that we can pull the carb out of this other booty. You don't need to loosen this till it comes out or this comes disengaged. Just enough to be able to wiggle this out, the carburetor. So from the looks of it, I'm gonna have to take the shock off. Yeah, the rear shock's gonna have to come off maybe. Let me see if I can. So what is this? We're gonna look at the Yamaha carb. We have the fuel, all of my air lines, and my throttle cable. Ooh, look at that pull. See, there's the metering rod in there. It has the little fuel that collects down here. But yeah, so like when you pull it, you can see.
Opens wide up.
So I guess we're gonna take that off? Where is it connected to? Because this doesn't have any of that. It has connectors here, so we're just gonna disconnect it and see if it'll run.
Got that other one so easy.
I know, I made it look like it's not hard at all.
So if I hold on to that, and then there.
There we go. Sorry.
2 people can make it work.
So now we can lift the carburetor up. I'm actually gonna take this off to see if what I need to pull off or not.
Oh, we should have left that connected.
What? Left what connected?
Well, if I wasn't trying to tighten it.
Oh. So this goes here. And technically, we don't need to loosen it all the way, just enough that I can get the fatty bit through, but I have to, I don't know, can I slide those through? No, because of this fat bit. So there it is, guys. The stock Kean carburetor from YZ. Sometimes use the carburetor on different bikes for like the Lectron. Sometimes it's worth just keeping this so that if you wanted to sell your bike.
Look how shiny and clean that is on the inside.
Super nice. Now that we did that, we need to route this up correctly. So that will go, I want to make sure that this is clean. So I'm going to shine a light in there to make sure I don't got any dirt. Oh, let's see if I can get this in without having to, but I was afraid of this. Electrons are a little bit bigger, so I need to take that shock off and then let the thing fall and then pull, rotate it back as much as we can. We even have to go up. Pull up on it at all.
Oh, there we go.
So now we can,
Oh, that should be enough though. That's all it needed. Yep, that did it.
that's all it needed, boys. All right, so, oh, you already got it in?
Yeah, told you that's all it needed.
I want to see if we can just pull down all of these and get them to go down here. You can also, some guys will even tie them up so that, like if you tie them up like this, you don't have issues if they are like water crossings and stuff. It's like one of those is like a vent, you know, they're vent hoses. So will you check to see if
That side's on. Yep, looks good.
all right, will you hand me the screwdriver? You want these snug, but don't over tighten it because you'll cut into your boot. It actually holds pretty tight there. I want to put the gas tank on so that we can start it. Did you reinstall all that?
All this is on. It's not tight yet.
Yeah, it feels good.
That needs to be tightened. This, yeah, this needs to come.
Well, let's tighten that shock bolt before I forget.
So that's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Let's put the exhaust back on and the subframe, tighten the subframe. All right, let's put the exhaust back on. We should be qualified mechanics by now for how much time we spent on this, but we're not. We're just weekend warriors. So
It's making it real.
we'll see if his bike runs. But I think it'll fit.
If that was the color it was originally.
Sure, that didn't help either. That's dirty. This is so sticky.
Clean that off.
That hole goes into that hole. It's not supposed to be that dirty. We should have checked it. We'll edit that out. All right, so that's good.
Okay, air
Filter's good.
good. Fender on.
Put that fender on. There's a piece that goes behind here that fell on the ground somewhere. I could sit here all day and watch you try to pick that up or help you, but I think it's a 10. Do I have the 10?
That's it.
All right, well, we can put the tank back on.
What do you do about that? That thing. Under that. Between that and that. Pull this up like this.
Jeez.
Like that.
That alone would hold it. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook it up to see
See if it starts.
if it starts. Let me turn the fuel on. We didn't blow it up yet. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Just revving bikes in the neighborhood. It's tied up.
Back up.
We got it done. Excellent job, dude.
Take it apart.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, I'll get this fender. Radiator guard on.
Dude. Oh, yeah. Last two bolts that I know of.
Oh, it's got to get under that. There it goes. Just like that.
Well, second Lectron of the week, and the bikes both run. And I think this is gonna run like a screaming eagle.
Really sick.
So this bike is already super, super rad. I could say it's one of our all-time bikes, but now that it's jetted correctly, it's gonna be really rad. So there it is. That is us installing a Lectron Carburetor on a 2018 250X. So we'll go out and ride this bad boy and see what difference it makes. We're gonna go, actually this weekend, we're going to Boulder Mountains. It's about anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 feet in elevation. So this would be a perfect test. And we'll give you an update out on the trail. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Follow us by subscribing. Comment below if you have any questions about Lectron, anything like that. We're happy to help as much as we can.
And if you want to see the full unedited version of this footage,
The entire
go
hour,
over to Sam's channel.
it'll be there.
We'll just do the full unedited version and just drop the whole thing so you can watch the whole process.
The whole process. There it is, guys. Thanks for watching. That was actually fun. I enjoyed that.
I like that.
So, whatever those wires are we didn't need.
I'm tired.
I'm tired too.